In years past, with WEB102, one of the greatest, I think, weaknesses in how the content was presented is the use of PHP. So previously, what was required of you as a student, and you'll see why I don't want this to happen in just a second. What was required of you as a student was, first of all, you had to go download a server. So you would have needed something to run on your machine that could have enabled your computer, Mac or Windows, to run as a server so that it could listen to your web page. Listening is the industry term that we use for that. So it could listen to your web page, it could listen for client requests and serve them. The tools we would have been able to use for those, because of, frankly, their cost, are called XAMPP, XAMPP, and MAMP, MAMP. These are Windows and Mac lightweight server solutions that can run on what is known as a local host, and you are the local host. That's your machine. So everything you would have done, you would have had to go to a page 127.0.0.1 or something to that effect, and you would have gone to the page and you would have gotten to /index.php, and boom, your pages are being served. I think that there is a huge, to be fair, it's me, issue with that, and that is the security implications moving forward for you. It is literally on the description for the page, for the piece of software itself, XAMPP, that says, this is an insecure solution. Please do not use this in a non-sandboxed environment. I don't want you to have to go through setting up a sandbox environment for that. What a frickin' nightmare that turns out to be, for you to have to be able to go through all the hoops to set up like a dummy Unix virtual machine so that you can beep that, frankly. The other problem with that is still related to security. Let's say after 2 weeks, you're like, I'm done. F you, I'm done. I want XAMPP or MAMP off of my system. I'm enough. That's done. The problem is, it doesn't uninstall cleanly. It leaves holes in your system that, okay, is it true that as long as you're running a router between you and the internet, it's not going to serve requests from the outside? Yes, that is true. As long as somebody doesn't know you were running XAMPP and MAMP at one point in time, which means that there are bots scripted all over the internet that are looking specifically for that, just to be able to take advantage of a lazy, or no, I think that's fair, a lazy network IT admin, or just somebody who wasn't aware, like you wouldn't be aware of all of the security implications for it. So moving forward with both PHP and JavaScript, you are not going to be running on your local machine a server, and that is fantastic. Here in the first week of PHP, you will be downloading and installing a free local copy of WordPress. However, it does not operate as a server on your machine in the same way. It simply creates a sandbox environment that you can test in. The fantastic news is, when you are done with the software that you'll install for this week, you simply remove it, and it does not remain a security concern moving forward. And I think that that's the best solution for you. It's also less frustrating because we are going to use PHP this session, and we are going to use PHP in the next session, like it was a markup language for HTML, as opposed to like it was a programming language in the way that they have done it in years past. So I think moving forward that the solution we have packaged for you here is a preferable solution to anything you may have heard about in years past as to how PHP and how JavaScript, I just want to link them together, how both of those scripting solutions were presented. So we are going to, again, look through the lens of markup as opposed to look through the lens of programming languages here for these two solutions. And that is, frankly, a way more apt use of your time than it is as a programming language. So now we can keep moving forward.